Oh.
Joseph, you get the this week's work.
Yeah, took me a while to actually figure out. Like, some of them have like some sort of formulas to go with them.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yep.
I like how you changed it from X.
Okay.
I guess this C is supposed to be like a really weird cursive Y for the angle C. I just do capital C and just know the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the group meeting. All right, what are we supposed to have a discussion on, guys?
One moment.
Discuss the SSA PowerPoint. Oh wait. Did you guys look at the SSA PowerPoint?
No. How do you even get to that?
Yeah.
Preparation?
I didn't even see that. Where? The law of sine PowerPoint?
It's not in the prep
Oh, there it
questions.
is.
Is it in the resources?
Yeah, lesson 4 resource. So week 8, lesson 4 resource. I didn't
SSA
even see it.
PowerPoint.
It's on the laws.
Oh, I bet you I can't open that because I don't have Microsoft Office.
Oh.
Go through it together. Oh, frick. You want me to just share my... Oh.
Cool. The ambiguous case. Okay, next slide.
Class is in session.
SS side angle.
It's angle side.
We know the length of this side. We don't know the length of this side, but we know the angle. Done. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Let's add numbers. Then 4. That's a 4 right there.
Yeah.
30 degrees.
Cool.
What?
I think that too was supposed to go over somewhere.
Oh yeah, we know the length of that slide, the far
something
side.
between slide 5 and 6. Something
We don't know
happened.
the
I
angle
don't
of
get
it
it.
yet, right? So you got to just figure out what the angle of that 2-inch side is to make it so that it completes the triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So we find the height.
Which is easy because you just make a right triangle.
Boom.
Yep.
2.
Height of 2.
Wait. What if the length of the side was smaller? Okay, that makes more sense. What the frick?
Guess that's the
Too
difference.
short.
Yeah, so if your side is shorter than the height, then it can never complete the triangle. Right? Because the right triangle takes the shortest path to complete the triangle.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
If it was larger, then boom, you could do that. Oh my gosh. Nope. That's pretty cool, actually.
That kind of makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
So that Okay. The law of sines will give us the larger triangle. Dang.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I
No,
gets it. I
smaller
gets it.
triangle. That's a smaller triangle. Right there.
That makes sense. That makes so much sense.
What if it was 5? Then you're dumb. Look at that. Now, okay. So with that, so you just use the law of sine for these?
And there's
So
also
if
the whole.
you're given a side, if you're given two sides and one angle, then you can use the law of sines.
Okay.
And then there's also the cosine. Or
The law of cosines, yeah.
Test yourself. All right. I feel like the test yourself will just be our extension problem.
Okay.
I did it.
Okay. Easy peasy. We got this, guys. Let's do this real quick.
All right.
Wait, I can't see that problem, Hunter.
We're doing the extension problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So to do this, that's equal to h. That's a. How do we find h with just the Oh, because we know the sine of 39.6 is equal to h over 18.4. So 18.4 times the sine of 39.86 is equal to h. Is that how we do that?
Yeah. Excellent.
All right, so what'd you get for number one, guys?
We're doing the solve the triangles. On
Yeah, number one to solve the triangles.
number 1, that doesn't fit. The can't have
That's
a
for the
triangle.
first box. Or the this one that
Don't got long
well,
enough. That damn.
where it's like a equals to 39. Oh, like
This one's gonna have two solutions, isn't it?
Which one?
Number two.
Yeah.
Looks
I
like
think we,
it.
wait, did we find all of the angles?
So this one, I'm so confused on this one. This is the law of sines. Can you use tangent?
Wait, what?
Because it gives you side A, which I guess does not have to be the base. Okay, so never mind.
I'll be right back. I'm grabbing my medicine.
Okay. Go get those meds. Okay, so we know there's two triangles possible, right?
Yeah.
So how do you find both those triangles? You're given side, angle. Angle, side, angle, side. Oh, okay. So 52.5 divided by the sine of 28.6 is equal to 40.7 divided by the sine of alpha.
That's the mistake.
Okay, so the sine of 28.6 times 40.7 divided by 52.5. Second sine of second answer is equal to 21.78 degrees.
So just
Which makes that equal to 180 minus 21.78 minus 28.6, which is equal to 129.62. How do you find the other angle, though?
Isn't there like
Because this one has two possibilities, doesn't it?
the other angle? Wait, what?
Yeah, how do you find the other angle?
A, B, and C?
Maybe this one only has one possibility.
Can't you say P is given. Continue.
I think it's only one.
Yeah, I don't know how to find the second one. So maybe on number 3 there's gonna be 2 because
What?
the one thing is less than the other. I'm still only getting one answer.
I just don't know, honestly.
This is by using the law of cosine, right?
This is using law of sine.
Okay. That was actually.
The second one definitely should have had an answer that was greater, or had 2 answers.
I was actually thinking.
But I don't know how to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It was actually.
Quiz time? Okay.
All right. I was actually like thinking, what if you can try to, I don't know, like fill in the missing, or like try to find the missing variables.
You know what's funny? You want to hear something really great? If we look at the quiz, of the 3 questions, there's not a question that asks us to find what we were trying to do right now.
I know.
Which quiz are you talking about?
Big group
Quiz for today.
quiz right now.
Okay. Yeah.
If I do Crouching Tiger, you can kind of see me.
Because I actually looked at the individual quiz.
How's that?
There's 2 questions that is like based on your opinion.
What?
Yeah. Like, and then the other 2 is like you have to find the height and then the distance between a pen. It's like the pentagon or the
Oh, okay.
yeah.
By using the that doesn't seem. I'm now looking at the quiz.
Number 1, explaining why arc sine of -1/2 is equal to -pi6 instead of 11 pi. Do you know the answer to this, Joseph?
Doesn't that still require that whole like sort that was required?
What?
You know that Sokotalk? Let me see. You know what? I think I made one, an extra one. Yeah. Like, can you see that talk?
Yeah.
Does anyone relate to that?
Pretty cool.
Here's mine.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the talk.
Uh-huh.
So it does relate to that. So I'm guessing you don't know the answer then.
No. Just could just say, like I don't know the answer, but I do know it has something to do with that pie chart, or like that.
Unit circle?
Yeah, unit circle.
Yes. So do you know what's for arc sine? Do you remember what the graph for arc sine looks like?
Dark sign.
Yeah.
Could say it does have something to do with that. Could be. Does have. Oh,
So the sign of the way of sine. Hey Joseph,
yeah.
that it looks like that, right? The sine wave looks like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so arc sine
Goes a.
like is just this point. Is the graph of arc sine is just between these 2 points, okay?
Okay.
So what's the domain if I turn this sideways so it's actually the right
You got it.
direction? Okay, so let me label it right. What's the domain of this graph?
If we're talking about limits, would it be like?
We're not talking about limits.
Okay, we're not talking about domain.
We are talking about domain, not limits.
Okay. Would the domain be like the negative? If I saw that white pi over 2.
So that's the sign of that's the graph of arc sine. What's the domain of that?
Okay. It'll be negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2.
Okay, does 11 pi 6 fit within that domain?
11 pi 6.
So 1 and 5/6 pi, is that within that domain?
No.
Okay, so can you get 11 pi 6 for the answer of negative 1/2 arc sine?
No.
Okay, so then since we know the domain, arc sine is between pi halves and negative.
Pi 6
What
over.
value does give us negative 1/2?
What value does give us negative 1/2?
Yeah.
I see the It's like the.
You're cutting out.
Yeah.
Me or Joseph?
Both of you.
Okay, Joseph. So look on this. See how it says 11 pi halves? And you see
Yeah.
the sign of that is negative 1/2?
Yeah.
All right, but that doesn't fit within the domain of pi halves. And if you go backwards from here, negative pi halves, right?
Okay.
So how would you go backwards from here to get 11 pi halves? Or to get negative 1/2?
To get negative 1/2.
If you were going backwards, because negative 1/2 is within the range, right? So if you go backwards from the start to this point, it's kosher. So what do you do to get this? From 0 to...
Do you get that?
I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
Subtract 2 pi from the answer to get within the domain of arcsine. So you subtract 2 pi until you get inside the domain of arcsine. 11 pi 6 to minus 2 pi.
So. It's like, yeah.
That's 12.
11 minus 12 will be 1. Well, it'll be negative 1.
Yeah, so negative 1/6 is negative 1/2, right? The arcsine of negative 1/6 is negative 1/2.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Okay. I think it does.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. For number 2, I've drawn this pretty little picture.
All right.
And so then you just need to know A of person and A of building to figure out the rest of the triangle.
Okay.
Because we know the angle of Y of person, because the angle of Y of person is the same as angle of Y of building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Basically, Joseph, do you understand the second question? Because for me, it took a little bit, but when you think about it, it's really easy because all you need to do is calculate the shadow and the height of the person, and then the shadow of the Rick's building, and then put it in proportion.
In other words, try like as soon as you are like,
Like, for example, if the person is 5 feet tall and their shadow is 10 feet long, then the Rick's building is 50. Like the Rick's building shadow is 50 feet. Well, if the ratio is basically just half of that, then it's probably 25 feet tall.
okay. So you just have to, I like to say, use the information
Yeah, basically.
that was given.
Like, you know, like with scale models, you know that.
Scale models.
Yeah, like when things are proportioned. Like if you have like a little model airplane, it's whatever. Which I guess if your model airplane is 5-1, that wouldn't make sense, but you get my point.
Okay.
I think. Are you doing number 3 then?
Out number 2 better.
Okay. Number 3. Weird. I think you have to find the missing.
Angle of the elevation of the top of
Okay, number 3.
angle of the elevation of the top of the Angel Moroni on Westbrook Temple from point X on the ground is 47.8. From point Y, 75 feet further from the temple. The angle of the elevation is 36.5 degrees.
Kind of see it.
What is the height of the temple, including Moroni? You read that, right?
Yeah. Actually.
Let me see.
Is this the triangle you guys have drawn?
Yeah,
Let me see.
that looks.
You sure? Because I'm not sure.
No.
That should be the
Are you
triangle.
angled backwards?
Isn't that? That should be the triangle.
There should be X and Y on the ground.
So like,
Oh,
Going to the top of the temple.
I
And
see. I see.
the X ground angle is 47.8, and then the Y elevated angle is 36.5. And then from there, you have to find the shiznit.
in other words, those. In other words, we're comparing.
Yeah, each angle is different from each point. And then you have to figure out how tall the building is comparatively.
So this is the triangle I should have drawn?
Is that the triangle, Hunter?
I want to say yes. Hang on, go hold it back up. Is it asking us? Because the triangle I drew. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a
So
triangle.
point Y, to get to point Y, you have, I have the X and Y's backwards. No, I don't. No, I don't. So, oh yeah, I do. So Y is 47.8 degrees, right? And then X is right here, and the distance here is 75.
I think it's asking more for like. So you have your X with this angle.
Yeah, that's the same. That's what we have.
That's the
That's what
same
I have.
triangle he has.
Okay, yeah. And 75 feet in part. Beautiful. Simple. Elegant. Does it say what temple it is?
says it's the
Rexburg.
How tall? How tall is Rexburg Temple? Does anybody know off the top of their head?
No.
I bet that's the
So
answer.
this question was right on its angle in degree.
Okay, so then we know that the top angle, angle A. So if we say 75 feet is A, then we know angle A is equal to 47.8.5, which is equal to 11.3. So we've got two sides. So then the sine C is equal to the sine of 75 divided by, or A divided by 75.
Uh-huh.
Or sine of 11.3. That makes more sense. 11 divided by sine of 11.3 or 75. I'm struggling.
Let me take a look at the.
At least you're getting it.
If it's like that.
Which is equal to 382.75823 feet. All right, so here's my picture, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, we know this, and we can figure out that angle by subtracting the length of the total angle minus the length of the angle for x, right?
Yeah.
Which gives us 11.3, and then we can use that to substitute the values in for sine of to A is equal to A over C, right?
Yeah.
So we substitute those values in for here and then solve for C.
Oh, yeah, I see now.
Okay.
Okay. So now we know sine C, and we don't know the length of, we're going to call this X, just for kicks and giggles.
All right.
But we know the angle, the total angle is 47. Right, so here's the length of X, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the length of the distance from Y to the temple, because we don't know this gap.
No.
Right, but we know this angle, and now we know this side. So we can use the same formula. Just do sine of A. We're going to say sine of AY for the length of the whole thing is equal to X over C. Right, so that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And then you just solve for X. So 382.75823 times the sine of 47.8 to X. Which is equal to 283.54906. So then B oh, and we know this is a right triangle, by the way, right? Because the temple is straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's 382.75823 squared minus 283.54906 squared is equal to B squared. All right. You guys all follow that?
Uh-huh. So then
Yeah. Those two.
And you just use a calculator.
To do the math, and then just don't forget to square root it. Right.
Yep. I've got 257.10658. Or 257. That's what I've got.
Here, let me take. Hopefully, do they have like? I don't suppose they don't want us to round it off, do they?
It didn't say, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say just play it safe and leave it like that.
And we'll keep it like that.
Although,
All right.
it's very off from the actual Rexburg Temple, but whatever.
It's just a question that they made.
I go for validated.
Okay, we
Beautiful.
done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, by the way.
I'm not wearing my one costume again. Well, maybe I would.
Yeah.
Because it just creeped out too many kids.
What was it?
Dressed it up as the Grim Reaper, but many call me like Death or Angel of the Future.
Yeah, that'd be fun to chase kids around with.
Well, the other thing is the voice changer.
Oh, you had a voice changer. That's dope.
So my voice wasn't the same.
That's cool. I want a voice changer. Did you
Matter of
have a
fact, I still
site?
have it with me.
Joseph's gonna go give us a spook.
It's this one. Unless you want me to turn it on.
Yeah, do it. I want to hear your voice changed.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Picked out a couple of kids. Plus, I did have the sight to it.
That freaked me out. I just about peed myself.
How about you? How's your Halloween?
Yeah. I took kids trick or treating and came home went to bed.
Did you dress up?
I was in my work construction clothes, so I went as a construction worker.
Good enough.
Home from work, picked up the kids, and went trick or treating. I didn't even have time to eat or shower or anything. I just went straight to bed, and then I woke up all. I think I even wore my harness to bed. And then in the middle of the night, I took it off. Just so freaking tired and sick.
How about you, Ben?
Just another day.
For Halloween?
That was
Yep.
really depressing.
Okay. Doing that.
Guys, 4 more weeks and then we're done.
I know. 4 more weeks.
Just pass the class. 4 more weeks.
And it's like, oh, we still alive. We'll start recording.
All right, well, I'm going to go. I have 2 other quizzes I need to take care of.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just rewriting this quiz because I had to cross out so much. So I'll send it to you,
Okay.
Hunter.
All righty. Have a
Okay.
good night, y'all.
Now, are we still like meeting on Tuesday?
All right.